Okay, we're continuing with the book called Best Christian Art. This is chapter 8, The Resurrection of Christ. And, I sometimes have some viewers say, oh, all cultures are good at art. No, they're not. Show me the art. I don't see it. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say, in my experience of studying art, I haven't seen any other culture besides Christianity that's good at art. Japanese are kind of have a few good things. Their anime, comic books are pretty good. They got a lot of landscape watercolors. That's nice, but it's not anywhere in the ballpark of quality as Christian art. If you know some other culture or group that's got some great art, you think, other than one, sometimes there'll be one individual artist who sort of comes out of a culture uniquely, usually because they've been influenced by Christian culture, but I haven't seen it. I've studied a lot of art. Okay, so anyways, here's the first painting. Christ's Descent into Limbo, similar to Purgatory, okay, by Andrea Mantegna, 1497, okay, after the crucifixion and his death. Okay, the next painting here is, more of the same sort of thing. This is Christ's Descent into Limbo, this one by Domenico Beccafumi from 1535. Oops, sorry, I got to shrink my picture here. Okay, here is a resurrection picture, this one again by Andrea Mantegna in 1500. So Easter, of course, is the big comeback holiday, and there's tons of great music that all fits with this stuff. In Christianity, everything just goes together. He's Alive, sung by Dolly Parton, is nice. Our God is an Awesome God, sung by Michael Smith. That's a fantastic one. I actually should put links to some of these songs. I'll put links to some of these down below in the description. Easter Song by Keith Green is a great one. They say He is risen. I play that when I'm doing squats, come up with the weight. I Know That My Redeemer Liveth by Handel. Sylvia McNair sings a good version of that. Hallelujah, He Has Risen by Handel. They're both good. Break Every Chain by Tasha Cobb is a great song. Cadenas Romper, the Spanish version is great. Yo También, So Will I. Jesus Cristo Basta. It's all just great. If you want to see a movie about the resurrection, the best movie would be Risen. Kind of from a Roman point of view, the Roman soldiers' point of view, Roman Empire at that time. The best book on Christian apologetics would be The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. He was initially trying to refute it, and then he became so impressed by it that he converted to Christianity. That's a pretty typical story, by the way. It's like a lot of people make fun of Christianity. I'm really like, go ahead, study it. Just read a little bit into the apologetics and stuff, and you'll end up being more and more impressed by it. It just does that. Okay, this painting by Mikhail Nestorov, the Russian artist from 1892. Russia had a lot of good artists in the 1800s. Before they went atheist, they used to be actually really good at literature and art. So, people say, oh, the Russian communists, they're fucking morons. They can't do anything. They stink at everything other than sports because they're on steroids. But they actually were pretty smart and produced a lot of great stuff before they went down to the garbage can after 1917. Okay. After the resurrection, Christ appeared to 500 people. The apostles, 11 out of the 12 apostles went to their martyrdom too. They wouldn't have done that if they didn't believe in the whole situation with the resurrection. Good luck getting people to martyrdom for something else. All right, here is The Resurrection of Christ. This painting by Carl Bloch. He did a real nice series of paintings on the life of Christ. This one's from 1875. This one is by Noel Koipel, another painting of the resurrection. Okay. So it just goes on and on. They had to have the paintings in all the churches to teach the illiterate masses. So you'll see them. Okay, here's the book, and this is a great book. It's very easy to read. It's made into a movie. The movie's excellent. It's real easy to read. There's an audio CD version of it. So basically, this guy, Lee Strobel, was a young reporter, and his wife was Christian, and he thought it was nonsense, so then he decided to study it. And he was kind of like a detective reporter, too, so he's very used to trying to getting to the truth in the bottom of situations. And he actually traveled all over the world interviewing all these different experts. And you'll see that in the movie. You'll hear it in the book. It's rather extraordinary, and he makes it all concise. It's a great book. I've read a whole bunch of books on Christian apologetics. This is the best one because it gets to the point fast in an effective, entertaining, interesting way. The movie, it's all good. If you become interested, then you can read all the longer stuff. But that's the starting point. Here's another painting. Noli Me Tangere said Jesus to Mary Magdalene, don't touch me yet. He had a few more things he had to do before she'd be allowed to touch him. Alexander Ivanov, another Russian artist in 1858. One after another, nice paintings from Russia in the 1800s. I was kind of surprised when I started studying Russian artists how many good ones there were back in the 1800s. Okay, yeah, another version of Noli Me Tangere, Don't Touch Me, Jesus to Mary Magdalene. This one by Titian, 1515. So the Venetians, you know, they had good color. Their drawing, again, wasn't as great as it could be. You know, Michelangelo said of Titian, he would have been a better artist if he'd learned how to draw first. I mean, it's pretty nice, but it ain't Florentine level. Okay. Here's just another painting of the road to Emau with this one by Robert Sun. Okay. Christ, after when he appeared to his apostles, and at first they didn't tell him who they was, and they had to figure it out. Okay, another painting of the Supper at Emau. This one by Carl Bloch from 1870. There's the Gospel according to Luke if you want to read about it. So anyways, we'll stop right there right now for Paintings of the Resurrection. This will be like chapter 8.1, and then I'll do the rest of them in the next video.